Hello and welcome to this month's Grammar Focus lesson. This month we'll be covering phrasal verbs, one of the most important parts of native spoken English. Phrasal verbs are made of two or more words, usually a verb and a preposition, and are often used to make a more advanced verb easier to understand. Formal and more advanced. He dismounted the horse. More conversational phrasal verb. He got off the horse. To keep phrasal verbs simple, just remember these four keys. 1. Like idioms, it's often hard to understand the meaning of a phrasal verb by looking at the words comprising it. Phrasal verb, I'm down with that plan, meaning I agree with and support that plan. 2. Depending on the situation, a phrasal verb can have different meanings. He put down the worm. He placed the worm on some surface. He put down the worm. He mercifully killed the worm as it was in pain. 3. Some phrasal verbs can be separated. They want to break up the company. They want to break the company up. 4. Phrasal verbs often make regular verbs more conversational without really changing their meanings. Basic sentence, I cleaned the table. More conversational. I cleaned up the table. Ultimately, it's best just to master phrasal verbs by seeing them in context, so that's exactly what we'll be doing in this video lesson. The phrasal verbs you'll meet are grouped in families. Listen for the similarities and contrasts within each family, and you'll remember the individual phrasal verbs much faster. As you watch, listen for how the words of each phrasal verb blend together, and be ready to answer my questions. Here we go. On. Think of being physically on, connected with, or touching the surface of something. Work on. I've been working on this paper airplane for 2 hours. I've been creating this paper airplane for 2 hours. Be in on. I was in on the plan to steal the bear. I was involved in the plan to steal the bear. Go on about. He's always going on about his favorite pen. He's always talking too much about his favorite pen. Grow on. I didn't like this color before, but it's really grown on me. I didn't like this color before, but I've developed positive feelings for it. Load up on. I load up on snacks when I go fishing. I buy, bring, or pack a lot of snacks when I go fishing. Pick up on. If you listen closely, you can pick up on the meanings of phrasal verbs. If you listen closely, you can naturally notice the meanings of phrasal verbs. If you work on mastering phrasal verbs, will you build your fluency? Nice. I hope you're picking up on the importance of phrasal verbs. Off. Think of separating, moving away from, or leaving something. Take off. My teaching career has taken off since I began making videos. My teaching career has progressed well since I began making videos. Blast off. The roll of toilet paper blasted off for the moon. The roll of toilet paper left the ground quickly for the moon. Break off. I broke off a piece of chocolate to eat. I quickly separated a piece of chocolate to eat. Call off. My vacation was called off because of bad weather. My vacation was canceled because of bad weather. Polish off. I polished off the chocolate so my wife might be angry. I finished the chocolate so my wife might be angry. Scare off. Sometimes I open my window quickly to scare off the crows. Sometimes I open my window quickly to frighten the crows and make them leave. If you break off a relationship with someone, did it end well? No, it probably didn't. What would you say about an athlete if his career is going well? His career is taking off. Great. Into. Think of entering or joining something. Look into. He's been looking into what's wrong with his stomach all day. He's been investigating and researching what's wrong with his stomach all day. Be into. I've been into air guitar for many years. I've been interested in air guitar for many years. Hack into. Thieves tried to hack into my online bank account. Thieves tried to access my online bank account without permission. Rope into. I was roped into doing my friend's math homework. Though I didn't want to, I was convinced to do my friend's math homework. Run into. The bear ran into the worm on the street. The bear accidentally met the worm on the street. Rush into. You shouldn't rush into buying a new home. You shouldn't buy a new home quickly and without thinking. Did someone try to rush into my online bank account or hack into it? Yes, they tried to hack into it. Now I'm looking into what happened. Out. Think of something expiring, happening, or concluding. Try out. I tried out a new diet, but stopped when I got hungry. I tested a new diet, but stopped when I got hungry. Make out. The bear and the worm were making out on the pillow. The bear and the worm were kissing passionately on the pillow. Sell out. I wanted to buy a new computer, but they were all sold out. I wanted to buy a new computer, but they had all been sold. Shell out. I shelled out $20 for this piece of paper. I reluctantly paid $20, which I think is way too expensive for this piece of paper. Tune out. I like to tune out the world with music when I get stressed. I like to ignore or not pay attention to the world with music when I get stressed. Reach out to. I reached out to friends and family when I needed money. I contacted and asked for help from friends and family when I needed money. Would you like to make out with a bear? No? But they're so cute. Do think about trying it out someday. Up. Think of increasing or arriving at something. Warm up to. I've been warming up to the idea of swimming with sharks. I've been slowly accepting and embracing the idea of swimming with sharks. Come up with. I came up with a solution to the problem. I thought of a solution to the problem. Pop up. When problems pop up, you just need to solve them. When problems appear unexpectedly, you just need to solve them. Wind up. I wound up losing all my money at the casino. The final result was that I lost all my money at the casino. Stay up on. I like to stay up on world news. I like to always know the latest world news. Wrap up. It's time to wrap up this introduction to phrasal verbs and see some in a story. It's time to conclude this introduction to phrasal verbs and see some in a story. You can think of an idea, or you can what? Yes, you can come up with an idea. And when a good idea pops up in your mind, be sure to write it down. Now, listen to a short story with some more advanced, formal-sounding verbs. Throughout history, people have created an array of interesting societies. The culture of each society is composed of elements like religion, language, and dress. The foundation of every society is its climate and environment. Some groups of people raise their children in lush jungles, while others live difficult lives in harsh deserts. Different environments contribute to the development of diverse lifestyles and housing. Homes range from gigantic skyscrapers to portable structures you can disassemble. In some locations, you can even survive at a minimally acceptable level with building materials as simple as sticks and leaves. Beyond providing food, animals are one of the biggest sources of a culture's art, clothing, and transportation. People have traveled from place to place in boats made from animal bones and skins. They also ride animals and use them to power vehicles. Continued human progress depends on the further advancement of technology. The basic tools and writing systems of the past have been replaced by the supercomputers of the present. Future generations will surely give even more miraculous innovations to subsequent generations. We may look different and tend to prefer our own comfortable cultures, but we're all still human. When we realize just how similar we are, we will accomplish truly great things. Now I'll replace the more advanced verbs with phrasal verbs in this version of the story. Listen carefully and allow your brain to understand the meanings of each phrasal verb naturally. Throughout history, people have brought forth an array of interesting societies. The culture of each society is made up of elements like religion, language, and dress. The foundation of every society is its climate and environment. Some groups of people bring up children in lush jungles, while others eke out livings in harsh deserts. Different environments lead to the development of diverse lifestyles and housing. Homes range from gigantic skyscrapers to portable structures you can take apart. In some locations, you can even get by with building materials as simple as sticks and leaves. Beyond providing food, animals are one of the biggest sources of a culture's art, clothing, and transportation. People have gotten around in boats made from animal bones and skins. They also ride animals and use them to power vehicles. Continued human progress hinges upon the further advancement of technology. The basic tools and writing systems of the past have given way to the supercomputers of the present. Future generations will surely pass down even more miraculous innovations. We may look different and tend to cling to our own comfortable cultures, but we're all still human. When we figure out just how similar we are, we will accomplish truly great things. Listen for these words in your daily life, keep practicing, and have a great day.